This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Stacy Jensen. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. News is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us here on KPVM TV News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Stacy Jensen. It's Monday, April 18th.
Well, the Nye County Sheriff's Office is investigating a two-vehicle crash that caused significant damage and required 3 people to be transported with injuries.
A Ford Mustang and a Toyota 4Runner crashed Sunday evening at the intersection of Leslie Street and Blosser Ranch Road in Pahrump. The impact destroyed the front of the Mustang and heavily damaged the driver's side of the 4Runner. 3 people were trapped inside one of the vehicles initially, but were extricated by first responders. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue medics assessed all of those involved. 2 were transported to Desert View Hospital in Pahrump for treatment. The 3rd was flown to a Las Vegas hospital for treatment of their injuries. A dog who was inside one of the vehicles and unhurt was taken to Desert Haven Animal Society for safekeeping. The Nye County Sheriff's Office is investigating the crash.
Because all the...
A driver is under arrest for DUI, crashing their vehicle into a garage here in Pahrump.
A woman was taken into custody after crashing her Toyota Avalon into the garage of a home at the corner of David Street and Gold Dust Lane. In this photo from Google Street View, you can see what the building looked like before the crash. This is what it looks like now. The impact destroyed a garage door and heavily damaged the corner of the garage. The car itself was also heavily damaged. The Nye County Sheriff's Office and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue responded to the scene. Deputies say it appears the woman was under the influence. She was arrested and transported to the Nye County Detention Center. Medics assessed the driver and a passenger at the scene. Both declined to be transported to the hospital. The Nye County Sheriff's Office is investigating.
This morning, the Nye County Sheriff's Office took a report of a found child on Bourbon Street here in Pahrump. Nye County Sheriff's Office quickly responded and posted information to obtain further identity of this child. The child's family member saw the post on social media and immediately called the Sheriff's Office. The child was reunited with family and the circumstances of wandering deemed to be a legitimate accident. The Nye County Sheriff's Office says that there was no sign of abuse or neglect.
And Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to a 2-vehicle crash yesterday afternoon at the intersection of Highway 160 and 372. Nye County Sheriff's Office diverted traffic around the scene during the investigation and the cleanup of the scene. No injuries were reported at the time of the crash. We'll be back with more News 25 right after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on. This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Lisa Spahitz and Mike Plasmeyer at Country Financial Insurance. Auto, home, life, and commercial. 775-727-8920.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, after 2 years off due to the pandemic, an annual and very popular event returned to Pahrump this year. Organizers say that they hid a record number of eggs for this year's Easter at Simpkins Park. Volunteer Ryan Muccio talks about the turnout and how the event got its start.
Yeah, we're so happy to host our Easter at Simpkins Park event again. It's been a long couple of years with everything going on. We haven't been able to have it, which felt weird, but we're back and the community showed up and it's been amazing. It's giving me goosebumps. I've been looking out and just seeing how many people are here. It's back to the old days, and you know, we haven't been able to gather and just share community love together with each other, and so it's been amazing to see all the families having fun. We have snow cones, arts and crafts, face painting, we have bounce houses, we have a prize booth for the eggs, and then of course the big Easter egg hunt. And then Rotary's out here providing food and hot dogs for everybody. So just a lot of community partners and individuals coming together to make it happen. And we did hide gold eggs with money in them. We had several people who sponsored that, so that was really cool. And then a lot of the eggs have prize tickets for our prize booth as well. Normally we use the desert for the older teenagers to go egg hunt, but they're building some homes over there, so we're kind of restricted to the park this year in the back area, but it worked out really well, and I think everyone's happy. We do extra waves and make sure no kid leaves without a good bucket of eggs, and we want everyone to go home happy and have lots of candy to keep their parents up at night. So the Mills family, DJ and Christy Mills, this started as a tradition actually when DJ grew up in Amargosa. They had a little community event for their family, and it's grown into this, and this year is in memory of his father and his sister Cassandra. It was a beautiful day. There was a beautiful sermon by Wes Clauser, reminded us why we're here, and we're happy to be here.
It's been difficult, so we've done it at home, and we actually came last year to the park with just a few family members. But yeah, it's great to just be back and have the whole community here, just the outpouring of support, and it's been amazing today. We actually broke 20,000 eggs this year, so yes, there was over 20,000 eggs, and that surprised me because I thought we were at about 18.5, 19, but I did the math this morning.
Thank you to everyone who attended today, and just God bless everyone.
Yep.
And even more Easter fun, as organizers say they believe more than 500 people turned out for this year's community Easter picnic that was held Saturday at Petrick Park. The annual event is co-sponsored by Pahrump Holiday Task Force and Pahrump Disability Outreach Program.
We're doing the community Easter picnic here at Petrick Park, and it is a fantastic windy day.
How many people do you think came out today?
Oh, it's got to be over 500.
Yeah.
Because we've been cooking up a storm with the hamburgers and hot dogs, and I know they've been making a lot of cotton candy. We had a puppet show until the winds got so bad we had to take it down because it kept blowing over, and we didn't want anybody to get hurt. We got the PDOP train out here, and we also have Baca out here with their motorcycles, and the kids are loving it. We got the Pahrump gunfighters with their jail, and we even got Grandma's story time out here, and that's something we haven't had out here before. And we also got the ship out here with their beds, and it's just a fun day for the community. And the Easter Bunny's even here.
The kids are kind of trick-or-treating from booth to booth, right?
Yes, they're going from booth to booth to get their Easter eggs. And the Easter Bunny has golden eggs, so if you go visit the Easter Bunny, you might get a special egg. This is sponsored by the Pahrump Holiday Task Force and Pahrump Disabilities Outreach.
You guys have been doing this for how many years now?
Over 10. Our next event will be 4th of July, and that will be at the Calvada Eye. We will be putting on the parade with the picnic in the park afterwards.
The public can donate, volunteer, get involved.
Yes, by emailing us at pahrumpholiday.taskforce@gmail.com. If you want to find out more about PDOP, contact them at pdop.info.
Really windy, but their troopers, they did such a great job. Well, the current employee at the Nye County Treasurer's Office says that she wants the top spot. Ray Lynn Powers says she has the experience needed to move the county forward and address some of the issues that have plagued the department.
I feel I'm the most qualified candidate at this time. I have 30 years experience in accounting, finance, and auditing, and I have actual work experience with the State of Alaska Child Support Services Division compiling their bank reconciliations. I've been managing the operations for nearly 3 years in the Treasurer's Department and was successful in reconstructing Nye County's bank reconciliation, providing accurate and timely reports, and assisting in our removal of fiscal watch. We had one treasurer that retired, another treasurer stepped in, they too needed to retire, and then an interim, and in that time frame, bank reconciliations and treasurer's reports had not been completed for about 1.5 years. It means we have state oversight. The state gets a little more involved in our daily operations and gets a little more concerned whether or not we're adhering to the NRS and making certain that we take care of all of our responsibilities for the residents and for the state and for the county as a whole. I am currently on admin leave. There was a complaint filed by the past treasurer, the one that just recently resigned in January, for my immediate termination. So while the HR and our union is investigating his claims and complaints, I am currently on admin leave. Well, again, I have not physically been present in the department since January, so I know that there is a lot of confusion in the department, a lot of conflict. I know that the staff that's there simply want to do their jobs and do it well. I don't know how the conflict is going per se. Unfortunately, that's about the extent of my knowledge on that particular topic. I believe that we need a treasurer that knows how to step into any and all processes to include the bank reconciliation in the treasurer's report. Unfortunately, I don't believe that he has the ability or the knowledge to compile those reports. So I believe that might be part of why he resigned. I was the one that was compiling them and completing them. We did not have any hands-on training for our staff. I had conducted several training courses giving an overview, but until our staff has actual hands-on training, they're going to struggle with compiling those reports. So there has been an attempt by one of our new staff members, but unfortunately, again, no hands-on training has not provided her the actual steps to be successful in that. I have the knowledge and the experience, and we're going to step up that training, and we're going to get everybody hands-on training, walk them through the process, give them the framework that I created, and our entire department's going to be successful in being able to accomplish that bank rec.
All right, your health and Save a Pet on the other side of this break.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
And welcome back. While the pandemic continues, life is slowly returning to normal. And while that's a relief for many people, it can also be a bit overwhelming, especially since some of the restrictions we've gotten used to have been in place now for 2 years. So what can you do to help cope?
Work at your own pace. Just because you're out in public or that you're out somewhere and you're seeing a lot of folks who may not be wearing masks or who may not be doing some of the things that you may feel are helpful for you and your family. You don't have to do the same things.
Dr. Matthew Sacco is a psychologist for Cleveland Clinic. He says if you're feeling anxious or stressed out, there are some easy exercises you can practice, like meditation or deep breathing. He also recommends focusing on self-care, which could be something as simple as going for a walk, taking a bubble bath, or putting on a funny movie, anything that makes you feel good. He says this same advice can apply to children. When they get home from school, give them time to decompress from the day. They too are going through the similar adjustments.
It might just be playing, whatever, but not a lot of demands, because that's where we see the most amount of friction when you're rapidly changing from one set of rules to another and the expectations you have to be on. And as much as you can provide that buffer, I think it will go a long way.
Dr. Sacco says if you feel like you're having a hard time managing your stress or anxiety, be sure to consult with your physician. They can offer some more guidance.
All right, well, for today's Save a Pet, Darby's going to introduce us to a beautiful, friendly cat named Coco.
Today's Save a Pet segment is made possible by Realty Executives in Action. Put the team at Realty Executives in action for you.
Hi, I'm Darby here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and today we are joined with Coco. Coco is this adorable adult female all black kitty with gold eyes. Very, very, very cute. She's very silky and sweet. She loves attention. There's no way that you can ignore her. She starts meowing at you from the minute you walk into the cat room. Just adorable. She's roughly about 5 years old. She did come in with some other kitties that are also available for adoption right now. So if you want to come and see Coco or any of her friends here in the cat room at Desert Haven Animal Society, you can give them a call at 775-751-7020, or you can look them up on their Facebook page at Desert Haven Animal Society. Coco wants to remind everyone that she's now available for adoption 7 days a week, so definitely come and see her.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful skies. We're going to get a full weather update with John in just a moment.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. Lovely to see you post-Easter. Had a great weekend, and what a week ahead of us. Look at this weather-wise. Fernley Fallon Carson City, y'all are in the like low mid. Carson City, 68 degrees. You're a cool spot today. Out in Tonopah, 76, 80s in Goldfield. We saw 83 in Beatty, 88 out in Amargosa. Las Vegas, you win the prize today. Hot spot in the state at 92. Not in Death Valley, California. Not quite triple digits. You got real close at 99. Here in the paradise of Pahrump, we're sitting at 86, and that's just a couple degrees off the high of 88 earlier today. South-southwesterly winds to 17 miles per hour. That was a buffet of wind, was it not? All you can eat, definitely. 6:06 this morning, the sun rose, and it will set this evening at 7:20 under a cloudy sky. It's going to be a gorgeous sunset. Just look for it. Low tonight of 63 degrees. As we head on into the week, what do we got? A whole bunch of weird-looking stuff. 28-mile-per-hour winds Tuesday. 23-mile-per-hour winds on Thursday. We got a sunshine in between. It's sort of like a wind Oreo right over here. Temperatures hovering in the low 80s and upper 70s. Friday looks like it cools off quite a bit. We get some cloud cover, but temperatures returning to fighting trim under sunny skies Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So kind of a mixed bag weekend, but pretty interesting weather map throughout it. The wind will come, the wind will go, and when it's going, it's really going. 28-mile-per-hour winds. Watch out for that tomorrow. All right, back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
Wow, we got to hold on to our lawn furniture
again. A little
again.
more wind in the forecast, that's for sure.
We noticed that it was kind of every other day, right?
Well, now it's like through the rest of the week, it looks like.
It was doing it, at least it gave us a...
And possible rain on Friday.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. You know what I know that there's definitely happening this week is the political debates.
The town hall debate?
Yeah.
Thursday, right? We got another one on Thursday, and this time we're going to have the Nye County Treasurer, the DA, and the assessor, it looks like, and now District 5.
Right, and then just for a small while, who you saw in one of our interviews right there was Raylyn Powers. Yes. She's going to have 15 minutes to just talk to the crowd about her campaign. There's not really going to be a debate. That's what's going to also happen on the 28th, where Nye County Recorder Deborah Beatty is going to speak for 15 minutes. This is all put on by the Nye County Republican Central Committee. Myself and Brent Chanting from the Pahrump Valley Times are moderating, and
where's it going to be?
Telling those questions out there.
At the Bob.
We're at the Bob Roode Community Center. It starts at 5 p.m. The doors open at 4, and we just want to invite everybody down. If you have any questions for any of these candidates, you can email me, Deanna@kpvm.tv, and we try to get some of the questions on as many as we can. We're kind of, setting those time periods. So, but we are uploading the video and also streaming live. The Sheriff's Office, we want to let everybody know, because a lot of people want to see the clerks in the Sheriff's Office. They were uploaded, but they were in the wrong orientation. So we are going to be re-uploading those hopefully tonight, so that you guys can see the Sheriff's and the County Clerk in its entirety. And of course, we give all the highlights and edit them all up for you as well, but you probably want to see the whole things.
Probably.
It's a good idea.
I think so.
Of course, you can ask questions. They are taking questions from the audience. They're at the Bob Roode Community Center on the corner of Basin and Highway 160. So if you come on down, you can ask questions. They give it to us, and we try to squeeze them in there. Make sure you get all your candidates' questions answered.
Well informed. So Thursday night, you want to be there.
There you go. This Thursday and next Thursday. All right.
Well, that does it for us tonight on News 25. I'm Stacy Jensen.
I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Thanks for joining us here up on the hill at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. Good night.
Good night.